They traveled on to Chicago, where they enjoyed fellowship out in the fresh air. Again, I wish I could identify more of the people that are here. The Chief Apostle Bishop, behind him the Apostle Hebe, the District Elder Kreutner, District Elder Steer, and of course other various district leaders with their wives. In 1958, the Chief Apostle Bishop ordained Michael Kraus as the District Apostle for the newly created District of Canada, Great Britain, and Ireland. He attracted many administration brothers who wanted to work with him. What attracted them? His childlike faith, his joy in the Lord, his complete dedication, his unswerving determination, his courage based on trust, his love for the souls, his humble following of his bearers of blessing. Those willing to learn what he had learned prospered as well. In 1960, on the death of our Chief Apostle Bishop, Walter Schmidt of Dortmund, Germany, became our new Chief Apostle. He visited England in 1961. He was accompanied on that trip by the Apostle Weinman. He was greeted enthusiastically by all of the members there, as it was a very rare occasion. Sister Kraus, Sister Kreutner. From May the 2nd to the 17th of 1963, the Chief Apostle Schmidt visited North America. The first service was held at Asbury Park, New Jersey. There were 4,000 members in attendance. And as sort of a preview of the future, another 7,500 were connected with audio transmission. He then traveled here to Canada at the Glenbriar Hall in Waterloo. It's an occasion that I'm sure many of us will remember well. In the afternoon, there was a special administration brother meeting with their wives. I remember that for many of us, we were so proud to be a part of that choir. We remember the beautiful cross and the floral decorations. Do you remember who the choir leader was? District Elder Irvin Wagner. Chief Apostle Schmidt did not return to Canada or the United States until 4 years later. In 1967, the Chief Apostle Schmidt visited Canada and conducted a divine service in Hamilton. In that service, John W. Fent was ordained as an apostle, and Irvin Wagner was ordained as a bishop. John W. Fent, the son of the district apostle Fent, he had spent considerable time in the Kraus home while he was stationed in Clinton, Ontario during the war years. He found a warm place in the heart of his future bearer of blessing, and he has remained there ever since. At present, he serves as a district apostle helper and is the longest serving active apostle in the world. The overseas work began to expand in 1985 when a young man from Jamaica, spotted by our district apostle in a service in Toronto, was asked, "Would you like to go home and carry this offer back to your family and countrymen?" Roy Ruddy replied, "Yes." "When?" "Yesterday," was the answer that he got. The district apostle Kraus's prayer to live to see this work grow was being answered. Grow? Jamaica now has over 1,700 members and 20 congregations. Now it was time for others to leave home, to leave their brothers and sisters and family and friends and go to other countries, this time to build spiritual homes for God's children. The district apostle and various brothers have traveled millions of miles to spread this gospel. The work grew in Mexico, Venezuela, Japan, Korea. And in 1970, the first service was held in India. Today we have 1.5 million members and 27 active apostles there. Today in the Canada district, there are 76 countries and islands, approximately 5 million members, 35,000 congregations, 72,000 administration brothers, including 109 apostles and 75 bishops. Here is a beautiful example of that growth. Zaire, December the 3rd, 1989. Our Chief Apostle Fair at a stadium in Kinshasa. 115,000 souls and a worldwide transmission to an estimated 40 million viewers. There is no question that personally our district apostle has had many of his prayers answered. His offerings have been found acceptable, and he has been greatly blessed. But the point is, he didn't keep it for himself. He shared it with us all. It begs the question, where would all of these souls be? Where would you and I be if it was not for him? By experience, the district apostle knew that growth for the sake of growth was not enough. Our new brethren would need help and guidance, and he instituted various programs. The seminar program, where over 100 administration brothers fly like the birds in the air to all of these countries in his care. He initiated a building program with the goal to build 1,000 churches each year. So far, over 10,000 churches have been built.